What up? It's your boy. We back again, man. It's been a minute on the Still Broke podcast. It has been a while, but I'm back. We got to talk some sports, man. We got to talk some Buffs. We got to talk some Bears. We just got to talk some sports. So we got to get it going. We got to get it going. I got a lot on my mind, a lot to discuss, a lot to talk to y'all about. Enough of that. Let's get it going. Still Broke podcast in the house. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like what you hear, like what you see, like I said, we still broke in this piece, so we got to get this thing rolling. Anywho, let's get it started. Let's talk about my Bears, man. Let's talk about my Chicago Bears. The overreaction of everything that's going on in Chicago is just crazy to me. The reality and what's really happening and what we're willing to accept are two different things. Let's just talk about this Green Bay game because the Bears lose. They get a field goal block. They 46-yard field goal block. And we want to blame the coach. That's what we want to do. Now, let me just say this. As a Bears fan, I never once thought we were going to win this game. I never thought it. Like, even when we lined up to kick the field goal, I'm like, 46-yarder, it's a chip shot. I never thought, never in my mind did I think, you know what, we're about to win this game. And I'm surprised I actually had some type of emotion when the kick was blocked. I just put my head in my hands and was like, I just can't lie. This is 11 straight times, man. At this point, I think we could be, last year, I think we really thought we could beat Green Bay when we went to Green Bay for the last game of the season with Justin Fields. We really thought we were going to win that game, and then we didn't win it. And then, this year, it was well, I think Green Bay's probably better than us, but maybe. And then you see Caleb make some plays in the fourth quarter, and you're like, oh, we finally are in position. This may be able to happen. And it didn't happen. It didn't. So at this point, I never thought that we were going to beat Green Bay. I didn't think it was going to happen. And we didn't. But let's talk about the kick. So what we want to do as Bears fans, and what Bears media and a lot of Bears fans want to do, is they want to blame Matt Eberflus for everything. They want to blame him for everything because they want him fired. And I'm not here to tell you that Matt Eberflus should not be fired. I don't think he's a good head coach. I never thought it. I didn't think it last year. I didn't think it this year before. I don't think it this year. Okay? But whether or not I believe he should be fired, I'm not going to put this one on Matt Eberflus. I'm not going to do that. I know we want to do that. I know we're looking for a reason to break up with our girl. I know we're trying to find something. I know we're trying to look at anything that she does, and we're trying to find a reason. And there may be reasons. There may be valid points for you to break up with her. There may be valid points. This one is not one of them. Listen, it was a 46-yard field goal, ladies and gentlemen. Now, did they have time to run another play? Yes. Would I have ran another play? Yes, I would have. That's not the debate. The point is, you got to make the kick. It's a 46-yard field goal in the NFL. At some point in time, it has to be on the players as well, not just on a coach. Again, was it a bad decision? I don't know. Would I have ran another play? Yes. But Marcus, under 40 yards, Cairo Santos is 100%. You are not wrong. But it was a 46-yard field goal. What did you want us to do? Did you expect a 6-yard run? Did you expect that? With the box loaded? Now, let me ask you this. What happened? I'm not coming to Eberflus' defense, but what would have happened if one of those guys would have fumbled the damn ball to try to get 6 yards or 2 yards or 3 yards? Or if we got 2 yards, would that have made that big of a difference? Really? Now, if he fumbled that damn ball, oh, my Lord. What if Caleb went back to pass it, took a sack, or he fumbled, or threw a pick? What would you have said then? Again, you were looking for a reason. And guess what? With Matt Eberflus, you don't have to look very far. He's not good. He's not a good head coach. Look at his record. It's terrible. He's been terrible. The Bears have been terrible. He's bad. But that wasn't on him. At some point in time, we have to listen. We pay players to make plays. We pay people a substantial amount of money to make plays. We expect players to make plays, and we expect them to make kick. When we call PAT field goal, I don't give a damn about getting you 2 or 3 more yards on a 46-yard field goal in the NFL that should be a chip shot. I don't care about 2 or 3 more yards. I don't care. Snap it, hold it, block it, kick it up. Kick the damn field goal. The PAT field goal, what was bad on that? You got ran through and the kick got blocked. I don't want to hear anything about trajectories. I don't want to hear anything about 2 or 3 yards, this and that. If you mean to tell me that 6 yards made that big of a difference, then you need to find another kicker. That's what you need to do. Because 6 yards in that game should not have made a big difference. Kick the damn field goal, make it. You snap the ball, you block it up, you hold it, and you kick it through the uprights. I do not want to hear about running another play or 40 or 100% on the 40 yards. It was a 46-yarder. He is a professional. We have to hold him accountable. But because we're so mad at Matt Eberflus, because we do not like Matt Eberflus, we want to blame everything on him. Again, if you want to break up with her, break up with her. It's okay. You got plenty of other ammo to break up with her. But don't pick every battle. Don't look for something that's not there. In this case, it wasn't there. You should be able to make a 46-yard field goal and win the game, okay? We saw it in the Broncos and Chiefs game. Guess what? Chiefs blocked the kick. Ain't nobody getting fired. They blocked it. It happens, okay? Look at the Baltimore Steelers game. Justin Tucker misses 2. Hall of Fame kicker, missed 2 kicks. Ain't nobody getting fired, all right? Sunday night game. Sunday night game. Bengals versus Chargers. McPherson misses 2 field goals. Cost him the game. Nobody's getting fired. You know why? Because we don't expect the coaches to make the damn kicks. We expect the kickers to make the kicks. That's what we expect. So in this case in Chicago, we need to chill out a little bit. We need to chill out. We're just looking for a reason on Matt Eberflus. Calm down. He's going to get fired on his own. Don't worry about it. He has plenty of other dumb decisions that he's made to get fired. But this one was not on him. Again, would I have ran another play? Yes. Was there a risk in running another play? Yes. But was this a makeable chip shot field goal for an NFL kicker? Yes, it was. And should he have made it? Yes, he should have. And again, he didn't want to keep missing it. It got blocked. So that's an O-line issue. PAT field goal. Block it up so we can get the kickoff. So that's the issue that we have right there. Stop looking for a reason. That is the overreaction that we have in Chicago right now because we want Matt Eberflus gone so bad that we're just trying to find something. And then on the other end of the overreaction that we have is we have Caleb Williams. And I'm not going to get into a lot of stuff, what we talked about last year about making this draft pick and doing what we're doing. But Caleb Williams had an up and down year, to say the least. He really has. And you know what he's had? He's had a rookie year. That's what happens when you have a rookie. They have up and down games. That's what happens. And this one was better. Threw for 231. Ran for 70, a career high. He looked good. Was efficient. He was 9 for 16 on third down. That is phenomenal. And the best thing about Sunday was that they put the ball in his hands and he got us in position to win a football game. And he converted a 3rd and 19. Well, he didn't convert it, but he made it closer, which then he converted a 4th down to Rome Odunze. And then another play to Keenan Allen, which got us in field goal position. That is phenomenal. It is great growth. But am I ready to put the crown on his head? No, I'm not. Because I seen the other side of this. Literally, when we were in Jacksonville, he threw 4 touchdowns. And he's arrived. He's everything that we thought it would be. He's throwing dimes. It's Caleb at USC. He's the man. He's the best. And then what happened? Jaden Daniels happened. Drake May and the Patriots happened. And now the Green Bay Packers happen. And although he played a lot better, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have any passing touchdowns, did we? He didn't throw a touchdown. No, he didn't turn it over. But he didn't throw one either. He didn't throw a touchdown either. We didn't score any points. We scored under 20 points again. So again, although there's our positives that are there, I'm not going to over-exaggerate and say, oh, He's playing phenomenal. He's playing like a rookie. The issue in Chicago is that you didn't think he was going to play like a rookie. That's the problem. That's why you got him. Because you said, let's get rid of Justin Fields. Let's draft Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams, day one, is going to be better than Justin Fields year 4. And you were wrong. Because you thought Caleb's floor was Justin's ceiling. And you were wrong. And it's okay. It's okay. Do I still think Caleb's going to be okay? I do, but I have some prerequisites behind that now. I don't just automatically think he's going to be fine. I have a lot of prerequisites, and one of those is going to be the offensive coordinator. And listen, Thomas Brown called a pretty good game, and it was obvious that he told Caleb Williams, if it's not there, get out of Dodge. Use your athletic ability. If you don't see it, get out of Dodge. Stop waiting on it. And he didn't call a lot of long developing routes down the field. He wanted to get the ball out of his hand. He wanted him to be efficient. And again, the mood was, hey, if you don't see it, go. And I'm glad he put that in his head because he's a good enough athlete to scare you with his feet. But if you expect me to act like Thomas Brown is all of a sudden become Sean McVay, you must be kidding me. Don't start with me right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I know Bears fans, when Thomas Brown got this job, and this is no diss to Thomas Brown. I hope he does a terrific job. I hope he does a better job this time around. But I remember when he was in Carolina a year ago. I remember that circus of play calling and not play calling and Bryce Young being terrible. I remember that. He was a part of that. So just because Caleb had a better game this week, but he's had good games. And that's the thing. He's had good games. He's had better games. He's had better games in this one with the OC that you fired already. You already fired him, and he's had better games with that guy. So I don't want to hear about, oh, Thomas Brown's the answer. We got this. No, we don't know yet. We don't know. We don't know, so don't tell me we know. I know you just want to make yourself feel good because you know what? You're married to this one. You're married to this one. You got to make this one work. You got to. You got rid of the other one. So you got to make this one work. So you're going to pump her up every chance you get. No matter what she do, you're going to pump it up. Oh, she got you. Man, did you see how she poured that water in it? Man, it was terrific. Not a drip on the sink. Not a extra drip out of the sink. Everything in the cup just looking real good. Set her right down there on the coaster, not a wasted movement. That's how you're doing with her right now. That's what you're doing with Caleb Williams. He's allowed to have the same rookie season that a lot of people are going to have. He's allowed to have the same ups and downs that most rookies are going to have. But our overreaction that we have with this is because we want him to be great so bad that we're going to overreact on every game, whether it's a bad game or a good game. Listen, he played better. He played well. He's showing some of the gifts that he's had, but he's had better games with a worse OC, with the OC that you fired. So I don't want to hear it right now. All right, we can take some positives from this. You can move on to the next week and see what happens with him and Thomas Brown moving forward. Because right now, we have no idea if Thomas Brown's going to be here next year. We have no idea if Matt Eberflus is going to be here next year. Now, I assume, I hate to say this, Bears fans. I hate to say this. I assume Matt Eberflus is going to be back next year, and I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all gave him a rookie quarterback. And he had to say to himself, listen, y'all gave me a rookie quarterback. Even though the expectation was to be in the playoffs, you had to understand that this could take a while, and this could take a minute. Now, what you thought he was going to be, he's not right now. He may be later on, but right now he's not. He's not what you thought. And you should have known that based on the offense that came out of here, based on the guy didn't take one snap under center, not one under center in college, not one. So there was a learning curve that he had to go through, but you didn't think he had to. You thought he was going to come in this thing and CJ Stroud it and say, listen, we think he's better than CJ Stroud, so we got a better team, we got better players, and you know what? You got all that, you got worse. People forget this team was fighting for a playoff berth going into week 17 last year. So they expected to take the next step, but when you have a rookie quarterback, you just don't know. You just don't know. So right now, you're trying to figure out what do we do moving forward. The most important thing for the Chicago Bears to do is to develop Caleb Williams. Abort mission on play. Listen, I won't say abort just yet. We'll wait later on down the road as far as abort mission on the playoffs for Chicago Bears. Okay, they have some games. I know everybody thinks they're just going to lose to Minnesota, lose to Detroit. It's divisional games. Anything can happen. okay? And the defense is still formidable. And for all of you who keep saying, fire Matt Eberflus, let me tell you something. I don't disagree. Globally, from the wider landscape, I don't disagree. But where I do disagree is that the defense is actually pretty good. The defense is actually really good. And although Matt Eberflus is not a good head coach, he's a pretty decent defensive coordinator. And that's their defensive coordinator. So if you lose that guy, then what do you do? Then you suck on offense and defense? If you want to do that, go look at the New York Jets. Now, Matt Eberflus is not Robert Saleh by any means. He's not Robert Saleh by any means. But let me tell you what he is. He is the leader of that defense. That's what he is. And by him being a leader of that defense, you can't move off of him right now. So you can suck at both. Look at what happened to the Jets. They moved off of Robert Saleh, and they suck at defense now. They're not good. There was a sizable switch when Matt Eberflus started calling plays last year for that defense. And they got a lot better, and a lot better. You do not want to pull that away right now. So everybody keeps saying, fire Flus. You can't. Stop. We want to overreact on everything. It is not his fault that Caleb Williams in that offense is not where it should be right now. That is not on him. I mean, maybe they hired the wrong guy. And I'll get into that. I'll get into that another day. But what the dumb Bears are doing, because you know what, they just don't deserve nice things. They just do dumb stuff. And when you do dumb things, you get dumb results. It's as simple as that. Okay, so don't let me get into the offensive coordinator hire. Let me get into all that right now. The reality of it is that we're completely having an overreaction. We're having an overreaction from Flus. We're having an overreaction for Caleb Williams. When everything is probably right down the middle. Again, I don't disagree. If you tell me Matt Eberflus should be fired, don't disagree. I don't believe he's a great head coach. If you tell me he should have ran another play, I don't disagree. He probably should have ran another. No, he should have ran another play. Okay, get it closer. But without that being said, or with that being said, you still have to make the kick. There is still accountability on the players. It's a 46-yard field goal. 46. Roshan Johnson or DeAndre Swift were not about to bust off a 30-yard run. It wasn't going to happen. Could it happen? Yeah. But if we're going to say that, we're going to say he could have fumbled too. We're going to look at it both ways. All right? But that's what we're going to do. Because we always want to look at it the way that we want it to end up. Or what if it don't end up that way? We got to look at it both ways. I can say, well, he could have busted at 30 yards. Yeah, he also could have fumbled the ball too. Okay, so let's look at it both ways. So what was the risk reward? Was it a better risk to risk possible fumble or possible anything bad that can happen or possible, what if he lost yardage? Then what? Now he's 46 to 50. What if that happened? So what was the risk reward? It was like, listen, we're at a comfortable distance for Santos to hit this. But you didn't execute on the PAT. And that's why you lost. It wasn't because of Matt Eberflus. And don't give me, oh, well, the Buffalo Bills, you saw what happened. They had to go for it on 4th and 2. Listen, that ain't Josh Allen, and that wasn't Patrick Mahomes on the other side. Okay? And there was not time expired. There was so many things that were different on that. So I don't want to hear that. My Bears, we do this all the time. Stop. The reality of it is, it was a makeable kick. It was a comfortable distance. You should have made it, and it didn't happen. It's not the first time we saw it. We saw it happen in the Kansas City-Denver game. We saw guys missing field goals in the Bengals-Charger game. We saw guys missing field goals in the Ravens-Steelers games. It happens, and it's not on the coach. There are a lot of things that are on the coach, but this wasn't one of them, okay? And on the other hand, we're not putting the crown on Caleb Williams just yet. Understand, he's going to have growing pains. He's still having growing pains. He hasn't even seen the Vikings defense yet. Oh, my Lord. I don't even know what's going to happen when that comes. Because his head going to be spinning with all these blitzes they're about to send at him. Like, it's going to happen. It's a part of it. This is what the NFL is. Now, you have to change your expectation at this point in time. Caleb wasn't as good as you thought he was going to be from day one. It's okay. Doesn't mean he's not going to be great later down the road. He might be the best down the road. He might be a top 5 guy 3 years from now. That all can still be true. But right now, he wasn't what you thought he was. You thought he was good enough. That didn't matter what the coaching was. That's what you thought. You were wrong. It's okay. We've been wrong before. Okay? He's not good enough to outperform bad coaching. He's not. The last guy wasn't either. Okay? But they just have different gifts to get around that. The Bears did a bad job hiring people, but right now it's about moving forward. And listen, we're not gonna crown Caleb. We're not gonna do it. We're just gonna say, listen, let's just ride the roller coaster through his rookie year and hope he evolves because he has tremendous gifts, and I still think he's gonna be a great player in this league. But we have to figure out who is going to be coaching him and figuring out and moving through the future with this team doing that. But again, when it comes to this game against Green Bay, a game that I never thought we were gonna win anyway. I never thought we was gonna win that game. I didn't think it was gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. Never thought it. It wasn't happening. A game that I didn't think we were gonna win anyway. Even we lined up for the kick. We cannot put that on Matt Eberflus. That is a issue with PAT field goal. The guys have to execute. That was a makeable kick. It was a comfortable distance. And the reality of it was the risk reward, even though, again, I probably would have taken, I would have ran another play, a safe play. But there were so many things that could have happened with that. They could have lost yardage. Okay, they could have had a fumble. So many things. The kick, it was a makeable distance, comfortable distance, and you just got it blocked. Simple as that. Go up to, put it on bad luck. But stop looking for a reason to break up with your girl when you always want to break up with her. Just break up with her, damn it. I mean, shoot. Just break up with her. Just break up with her. She's done enough. Matt Eberflus has done enough to not earn another year at this job. But this wasn't one of those reasons. And continue to let Caleb grow. Continue to let him go up and down because this is what happens when you're a rookie. You got good games, you got bad games. You hope that he progresses. But don't put the crown on him just yet. Don't put the crown on Thomas Brown just yet. Because as we mentioned, he's had better games with a guy you just fired. Let's not forget that. The guy that he's had better games with is on his, I don't know what he's doing right now. He counting his money. That's what's happening. That's the truth. That's not my opinion. That's just the truth. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's what we got, man. Chicago Bears take another L to the Green Bay Packers, 11 straight. I guess consistent. I mean, consistent, I mean, that's what you can ask for some people. That's consistency, So, there you have it. We get back with you. We got another one. We're going to still talk later on this week. We're going to talk some busts, man. We're going to talk some busts. We're going to talk some more NFL stuff, But we had to get that off our chest. Get off Matt Eberflus for this. You can still want on fire. But this one, get off him for that. Y'all ain't right for that. Leave him alone. Still Bro Podcast. It's your host, Marcus Moore. We'll holler at you next time. We out of here. Peace.